You can treat this video as a business masterclass. And if you immerse yourself in learning and watching this video, and maybe watch this over and over, you will be able to expand and scale your business. Yes, good day to you. My name is MJ Lopez and I've been building businesses for almost 2 decades, transforming the lives of people in the process. Helping people earn from zero to millionaires, from millionaires to multi-millionaires, and billionaires who wants to improve the quality of their lives. I'm the founder of MJ Lopez Holdings, Media, Life and Business, and I'm also the founder of the best course, Success Blueprint, Self-Mastery, and Ultimate Mastery. And yes, we are creating massive results. And I also have Platinum members, business owners, CEOs, who are creating massive results right now. And I'm building systems for them. And right now, in this video, I'm gonna share with you a powerful framework that you can use to run, operate, scale, and expand your business. Of course, in terms of expanding your business, we have to start from what we call leads. A lot of us gusto natin ng benta. A lot of us, alam natin na kailangan natin ng empleyado, kailangan natin ng magandang produkto, kailangan natin ng mas magandang opisina and all that. I know you are thinking of a lot of things depending on where you are in your business. At lahat na naiisip mo sa pagnenegosyo, sure ako na madadaanan natin yan sa video na to. But we will follow a step-by-step framework that I've been using na tinuturo ko rin sa mga Platinum members natin kaya lumalaki yung mga negosyo nila. Alright? So let's start with leads. Of course, yung expansion natin nakasalala yan sa tinatawag na pera. At ang pera nanggagaling yan lagi sa sales. Of course, if you want to scale your business, you need money. If you want to acquire more clients, you need money to scale your business. You need money to scale your marketing, to scale your ads. Pag dumadami na yung benta mo, bumibigat yung operations mo, so you need to hire more people. In any business, when it comes to employee acquisition, kailangan natin ng pera. At para dumami pera natin, kailangan natin ng benta. And of course, ang benta nanggagaling sa dami ng taong pwede nating bentahan. So ano ba yung leads? Pag sinabi nating leads, guys, these are the people, mga tao na pwede mong kausapin kasi may contact ka sa kanila. Either you have their contact number or email, or maybe pwede mo silang i-message sa social media, which means that you have the chance to convert them into a sale. So if this is a brick and mortar business, let's just say this is a coffee shop, okay? Ito yung pintuan mo. And of course, meron ka ditong mga banners. Maybe the design of this shop is so good. Salamin yan. Kita nila yung interior. Ang ganda ng design. May malaki kang logo. Iba yung vibes. Meron kang music. Mabango. So, yan yung pang-attract mo ng attention. Okay? So, ngayon, may mga taong dadaan. Right? May mga taong dumadaan dyan na nakikita yung shop mo. That's what we call attention. Eyeballs. Traffic. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga tao na pwedeng maging leads. Pero, nakita lang nila yung shop, hindi pa sila pumapasok, they are not yet leads. Traffic pa lang yan. Eyeballs pa lang yan. Paano siya magiging lead? Kapag pumasok siya sa shop. Kasi pag pumasok sila sa shop, leads na yan. Pwede mo na ngayon siyang bentahan. Pwede mo na siyang kausapin. Pwede mo nang ibigay sa kanya yung offer mo. As simple as that. So in social media, when you upload a video, yung views, yung nakakakita ng videos mo, yun yung eyeballs. Yun yung traffic. Pero hanggat hindi sila nagme-message at hindi ka nagme-message, walang exchange of conversation, hindi pa sila leads. So if you are an entrepreneur, kailangan lumayo ka rin sa tinatawag na vanity metrics. Baka minsan masyado ka nakatingin sa views, engagements, comments. Yes, that's powerful. Yes, kailangan mo yan. Yes, mahalaga yan. Pero mahalaga din yung quality ng mga tao na nagko-comment, nagla-like, nanonood. Because the idea is, you want to attract the right clients, the right prospects. If you are selling pork, you don't want to attract Muslims. If you are selling salon services, hindi mo pwedeng ma-attract yung mga kalbo. I hope you're getting my point. You want people who needs you, who wants your services. Ang gusto natin dito, ma-attract natin yung tamang audience. Yung audience na kailangan yung serbisyo mo. hindi yung maling audience. So kahit napakaraming views, kung mali naman yung audience, it's nonsense. Those are just vanity. If you are building a business, you have to have an internal decision that I am building a business. I am scaling my business. I am expanding my business. Not expanding your ego. Magkaiba yon. Ang dami kong nakikita niya sa social media, major error. Kaya sila nagnegosyo kasi gusto nila ng title na CEO. Gusto nilang masabing negosyante sila. Gusto nilang magyabang. If that is you, baguhin mo na yan. Because for things to change, you have to change. Para magbago buhay mo, baguhin mo sarili mo. Para lumaki yung negosyo mo, ang palakihin mo yung negosyo mo, hindi yung ego mo. Nabalik tayo dito. What are the ways for you to generate leads? Number 1 is what we call organic content. At ito yung lagi kong ginagawa. Because the idea here is if you post consistently over and over a period of time, ma-attract mo talaga yung tamang audience. So, ang laban sa organic content is time, effort, and volume. Yung dami. Yung repetition. But the major advantage here is if you do this over and over, magiging skill siya. Because remember that repetition is the mother of skill. So, yun ang advantage ng organic. Gumagaling ka. Natututo ka. At pag magaling ka na, when you have the skills, when you have the repetition, when you have the numbers, pwede ka na rin mag-invest sa tinatawag na paid ads. So, ang laban naman sa paid ads is kailangan skilled ka at kailangan may budget ka. Kasi binibili mo sa ads yung tinatawag na data. Ipapakita niya with the right targeting, ipapakita ng system or algorithm sa tamang tao or sa target mo, yung video mo, yung creatives mo. So there should be a balance around this kasi yes, maganda ang ads, pero kung pulpul ang skills mo, hindi maganda ang creatives mo, hindi maganda yung copy mo, para kang nagtatapon ng pera. So there should be a balance between organic and paid ads. And I strongly recommend if you wanna do ads, dapat strong din ang organic content mo. Because organic content will build credibility. And remember, visibility is credibility. The more na may visible na tao involving the company, mas nagiging credible yung company and brand. And that's the purpose of organic content. Na pag nagmamatch ang dalawa na yan, you will build strong credibility. You will build a strong sense of trust with your clients and prospects. Next is what we call outreach. So, ikaw na ngayon yung mag-a-approach sa mga prospects. You can do cold calls, cold chats, cold emails. And way back before the internet, nagbabahay-bahay. I remember sa probinsya, may mga dadaan na may bit-bit na kutsyon. Tapos pahuhulugan sa'yo, dadaan sa bahay mo, maniningil ng 200 pesos per week. Meron nagbebenta ng painting, yung maraming kabayo o may isda. May nagbebenta ng panluto, aalokin ka sa bahay, that's outreach. But since may social media na ngayon, our way to do outreach can be online as well. And lastly, ito yung pinakamagandang leads. Ito yung pinakagusto natin. Kasi ito yung sobrang taas ng chance bumili. These are what we call referrals. So basically, pag may referrals ka, isa lang ibig sabihin, maganda offer mo. Satisfied yung customer mo. Kasi sila na yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng benta. So this is what we all want. At madadaanan natin yan mamaya. Ano yung pinakamahalagang kailangan nating maintindihan pagdating sa leads? Especially right now, lahat ng negosyo online na. Remember, number 1, that perfection is the enemy of good enough. Ang nagiging common errors ng mga negosyante or mga aspiring entrepreneurs, masyado na lang ino-overthink yung strategy pagdating sa content, pagdating sa marketing. Kasi syempre, sayang nga naman yung pera kapag pangit yung creatives. Tama yun. Sayang naman yung pera pag pangit yung banner. Tama yun. Pero tandaan mo, hindi mo rin mabibuild yung skills mo kung hindi mo sisimulan. And that's the main reason why the best way for you to start generating leads is through organic content. Kasi pag nag-upload ka sa organic, pwedeng mawala lang, pwedeng lumipas lang. At dyan mo malalaman kung pangit talaga yung creatives mo. Tanggalin muna natin yung pagiging pabebe. Pag may negative sa organic content, that's value for you. Real-time feedback. Alam mo na ngayon na kailangan mong i-improve yung creatives mo. Kung hindi ka pabebe, and you will multiply volume and time, that will be equivalent to results. Time multiplied by volume equals skills. So, ibig sabihin, if you do things over and over, marami kang uploads, in a given time, mabibuild mo yung skills mo. It's like 3 content per day is 90 content per month. Sa 90 content, may isa dyan na puputok. May isa dyan na winning creatives. Yan yung pwede mo ngayon i-run through paid ads. So what I personally do is I will test sa organic. At kapag tested na yung content, pwede mo na siyang i-run through ads. And to those of you who are already creating content, I'm gonna share with you a secret. Well, hindi na siya secret ngayon. You can actually test through banners and text. So if you have a topic in mind, pwede kang gumawa ng quotes and you don't have to use AI. Yes, maganda yung AI. Pero, mas maganda kung ikaw yung gagawa ng quotes. If you will share your thoughts, why? Kasi tandaan mo, ikaw yung magde-deliver ng video. So, kailangan yung itatest mo na banner at text galing talaga sa sarili mong brand voice. And the best way to do that is ikaw mismo yung gumawa ng text. Now, if you're using AI, nothing wrong with that. This is just my recommendation. Para gumaling ka sa paggagawa ng copy. You can refine using AI, you can refine using ChatGPT, but the idea here is you also have to build your skills. So mag-test ka ngayon ng maraming quotes, maraming topics. That way, you don't have to create a video from a content idea na hindi ka pa sure. So pwede mong i-test through banners and text. Pag pumutok yung text and yung banner, pwede mo na siyang gawing video ngayon. And that will give you the skills so that you can run ads at hindi masayang yung pera mo. And it's just common sense na gusto nating maging magaling or ma-improve yung skills natin para tumaas yung chance natin to convert the leads into a sale through paid ads. Kasi nga, ginagastosan na natin yan. Yes, you will save a lot of time through paid ads. But you have to understand na yung ibabayad mo sa paid ads is kailangan mo ring kitain. And it will take time para kitain mo siya. So you have to be strategic. Now, outreach, ito yung hindi na na-explore ng marami. And this is something that you might want to explore kasi wala nang masyadong gumagawa nito. Kasi sobrang saturated na yung ads. So if you can do organic content and if you can create content with your outreach, which is ginagawa ng marami. Daming gumagawa nito. May nagbebenta ng relo. So yung nagbebenta ng relo, pupuntahan nila yung kliyente. On the spot magbebenta. Yung pagbebenta, binavlog nila, magiging organic content yon. At kapag involve yung kliyente, magiging UGC na yon. That's user-generated content, meaning involved na yung ibang tao. Involved na yung client. So, hindi lang ikaw yung mag-isa sa video. And that creates more credibility kung pinapakita mo sa video mo yung kliyente mo. Kaya nga, sobrang powerful yung ginagawa ng mga watch sellers, perfume sellers, another watch, another day, another watch, another perfume, another watch, another coffee. So, sobrang powerful siya kasi organic yung content at pinuntahan niya yung kliyente. So, ibig sabihin, if you will meet a client, if you will convert a sale, if you will do outreach, pwede mo siyang gawin into an organic content. So, pwedeng walang tapon. At kapag pumutok yung content, lagyan mo lang ng magandang CTA, pwede mo na siyang gawing ads. And of course, later on in this framework, we will learn how to have more referrals. But my tip here is this. Yes, maganda yung kusang nagbibigay yung mga customers natin ng referrals. Pero dapat, take note of this, kapag meron kang satisfied customer, it's your opportunity na humingi ng referrals. So from the leads, papasok na ngayon yung tinatawag nating sales. Or what we call conversion. So may mga leads na tayo, i-convert na siya through sales. So ano yung tip na maibibigay ko sa inyo dito? Una, you have to have what we call a sales sequence. Meron ka dapat sinusundang sequence. Meron kang sinusundang framework or systems. Okay? And the idea, bakit kailangan ng sequence? Para ma-avoid natin yung over-strategizing and overthinking. Okay? So right now, I'm gonna share with you a really powerful framework. You will see a lot in Success Blueprint, guys. It's here. You will master this framework here and in self-mastery as well, no? Actually, even in sales mastery, nandyan yan kasi hindi nawawala to. Framework you can use in marketing, in sales, in creating content, in branding, in almost everything. And most importantly, you can use this in your life, sa sarili mo. Now, what's the framework? This is what we call the 3S to success, okay? So, drawing tayo ng bilog. So, most people will start from strategies. Dito nagkakamali yung marami. Because of course, kahit sobrang effective yung strategy, kung nagsisimula ka pa lang, hindi agad siya tatalab. Again, the problem with us is we're too emotional. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng
emotional damage.
Pag na-emotional damage ka na sa pagnenegosyo, susuko ka na. Which means that you have to have emotional mastery. At yan yung topic natin nung huling podcast. Panoorin nyo yan, guys. Kung masyado kang emotional, panoorin mo yung huling video. Makakatulong yan sa'yo. Now, if you will apply a certain strategy, sometimes we overthink. No. Most of the time, we overthink. And most of the time, we over-strategize. Again, initially, hindi siya tatalab. So what will happen? From the strategy, you will build a story na hindi to para sa akin. Mali naman yung strategy. Niloloko lang yung influencer. And then, you will be in a really, really negative state. So, pag sinabi nating state, drawing tayo ng tao dito, guys. Pag sinabi nating state, ang ibig sabihin yan, the state of mind, heart, and body. Okay? So, it's your thoughts. Ito yung state, guys, ha. Ito yung thoughts, emotions, and actions. Okay? So, yan yung state, guys. So, yung iniisip mo, yung nararamdaman mo, yung katawan mo. If you tell yourself a story over and over, paniniwalaan mo yan. So, kung paulit-ulit mo sinasabi sa sarili mo na hindi para sa akin yung negosyo, hindi ka talaga magaling magnegosyo, hindi ka magaling magbenta, mangyayari talaga yan. And it will put you in a really negative state. Ito worse. Pupunta ka ngayon sa strategy ulit, maghahanap ka ng ibang strategy. Kaya enroll ka ng enroll kung kanin-kaninong course hindi naman tumatalab sa'yo. Kasi hindi mo kailangan ng additional information. Ang kailangan mo, proven framework. Ang kailangan mo, i-master yung sarili mo. At yan ang tinuturo ko sa Success Blueprint, sa Self-Mastery and Ultimate Mastery. Again, you don't need additional strategy. What you need is to understand yourself, is to build a blueprint. Okay? Kung naiintindihan mo na yan ang kailangan mo, you can always enroll in our courses. Kung sa tingin mo, hindi mo kailangan, you don't have to enroll. I don't fucking care. Okay? Because we create videos for free. At matututo kayo sa libreng videos natin. We have Power Talks and it's free. What if kailangan mo ng blueprint? What if kailangan mo ng self-mastery? Well, if that's the case, I have the best self-mastery course in the Philippines. Actually, I am the only one who have a self-mastery course, an ultimate mastery course, with the whole system. I'm talking about mastermind sessions, communities, daily tools, workbooks. Guys, ganito kagandang workbook, ako lang ang gumagawa nito sa Pilipinas. Ako lang ang may course na may ganyan. At ako lang ang may community na sobrang grabe yung resulta. Na totoong sa akin nang galing ang resulta. Most of my students, pumunta sa akin, walang pera. Ngayon, mayayaman na. We have real breakthroughs, real transformation from real people. So now, naghanap ka ngayon ng strategy. Yung mga strategy mo ngayon, contradicting. Bakit? Kasi yung pinapanood mo na mentor, contradicting din yung sinasabi niya. Kasi hindi niya alam yung sinasabi niya. Tapos maghahanap ka ng iba't ibang mentor, magkakaiba ngayon yung strategies. Lalo ngayong palpak. Kasi nga hindi na okay yung pinanggagalingan mo. Hindi na okay yung emotions mo. Bagsak na yung state mo. So you will build another story at sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, hindi to para sa akin, ayoko na. So the framework goes like this. Hindi ka magsisimula sa strategy. You start with the state. Think about it. I want you to look back to a time where you are trying to purchase something na alam mong kailangan mo, na alam mong practical, na alam mong makakatulong sa'yo. Tapos yung salesman, sobrang strategic, ang dami niyang sinasabing benefits. Tapos afford mo yung produkto. Pero di ba hindi mo pa rin binili? Go back to a time where hindi mo kailangan yung product. Hindi strategic yung salesman. Pero ang saya niya kausap. Ang ganda ng kultura. You feel welcome. You feel that you belong in that space. At tapos ang saya mo lang ng araw na yun kasi good vibes yung place. Good vibes yung salesman. Hindi mo kailangan yung produkto at medyo mahal siya. Pero di ba, binili mo. It's because the perfect strategy is not to over-strategize, but to put the clients in the right state of mind, in the right emotional state, and physical state, so that they have the space to purchase, to buy. So bilang negosyante, ang strategy is i-provide mo na yung sequence para hindi na kailangang i-overthink ng sales team mo yung sequence. Para nakafocus sila sa nararamdaman nila. Nakafocus sila sa nararamdaman ng kliyente. Because remember this, people won't remember what you said. They will remember how you made them feel. Hindi nila maaalala lahat ng sinabi mo. Especially yung mahahalagang sinabi mo. Ang maaalala nila kung ano yung pinaramdam mo sa kanila. Kung ano yung trato mo sa kanila. That is why we start with the state. Kaya nga sa lahat ng negosyo, what I do is I always build cultures. Nagbibuild ako ng kultura. I will put a culture in place that will put everyone in the right state. And the sale will be automatic. Kasi pag maganda yung state, maganda yung kwento, naniniwala siya sa sarili niya, any strategy will work. So ngayon, papasok lang ang strategy when we want to expand, increase, and more importantly, improve the frameworks. Improve the SOP. So gagamitin natin yung pag-strategize para i-improve yung SOPs. Para i-improve yung frameworks na gagamitin ng mga sales team sa sales sequences nila. Any strategy will work. I guarantee that. If they are in the right state, and if they have the right story. So ang idea is, pag na-timingan mo pa yung saktong strategy using this framework, 10x ngayon ng sales. So now, natutunan natin yung sales. Ano pa yung pwedeng magdagdag ng sale? At ano pa yung makakatulong in terms of having more referrals and having more sales? Because I want you to understand that it's not just about the sale. It's all about the after sales. Kailangan yung bumibili, mapabili natin ulit. Okay? So again, from the leads, ayan. I-unlock na natin. Sales. And of course, we have the offer. So, syempre, pagdating sa benta, tatlo yan. Hindi quality yung nakuha mong leads, mali yung sales sequence, o hindi maganda yung offer. So, it's the combination. It's a triad. Ngayon, ano ba yung offer natin? Well, una, you have to have a clear message. You have to have clarity. Ano ba yung ino-offer mong produkto or services? So, syempre, ang offer natin dito, yung product o yung service. Paano natin pinackage yung product and service? Gaano kabilis nila marireceive? Gaano katagal bago nila makuha yung resulta? So, if this is a certain product, gaano katagal bago ma-deliver? So, if this is a skincare product, for example, dalawa yan time. Gaano katagal dumating yung product? At gaano katagal nila bago makuha yung desired results? At tapos, kamusta yung experience? At magkano? And when it comes to offers, I want you to understand this. That people will always choose speed versus free. Kahit gaano kamahal yan, kung mabilis ang resulta, pipiliin ng tao yan. Kaysa libre na walang resulta or napakatagal ng resulta. So what's the framework in terms of communicating the offer? Una, kailangan malinaw yung pain or what we call the problems that you will solve. And if you can focus on a particular pain point or problem na sinasolve ng produkto mo, that will be better. Next is, kailangan malinaw din na yung product, yung solusyon sa problema nila. And more importantly, malinaw din sa offer, magkano at gaano katagal bago nila makuha yung resultang gusto nila. Ibig sabihin, magkano yung ibabayad, gaano katagal, kailangan ba ng effort para mawala yung pain, para mawala yung problema. As simple as that. For example, may lagnat ka. Pag bumili ka ng gamot sa lagnat, ininom mo. That's the effort. Kailangan mong buksan, kailangan mong lunukin yung pagkalaki-laking capsule or tablet. And in a few minutes, mawawala yung lagnat mo. So, yun yung time. Yun yung effort. So, if you are selling a food supplement, for example, halimbawa na lang para sa ubo. Halimbawa na lang, magkano yan? Gaano katagal bago dumating yung produkto? And more importantly, gaano katagal bago mawala yung ubo? Is it 7 days? Is it 4 days? Is it 3 days? Gaano karaming pag-inom? Siyempre, may effort kasi yung pag-inom. May effort yung kailangan kong isipin na iinom ako niyang product na yan 3 times a day. So, it better be worth it. Kaya, dyan papasok yung communications, paano mo i-deliver yung mensahe ng offer mo. Kasi hindi lang pera ang binabayad ng customer. Binabayad nila yung time, gaano katagal bago makuha yung resulta, at anong effort yung kailangan nilang gawin. One major example is this. A lot of people are having struggles with failures. Or most people are already failing in their lives. Meaning, bumagsak na sila at nahihirapan silang bumangon. And these are people who probably lost millions already. Malaki na yun nawala sa kanila. Nawalan sila ng time, nawalan sila ng pera. And of course, my offer will be success blueprint. They will say, kailangan kong panoorin yung videos. They will say, may effort. They will say, it will take time. Yes. But here's the idea. Magkano yung mawawala sa'yo kung wala kang mentor? Magkano yung pwede pang mawala sa'yo kung hindi ka mag-enroll sa course? Kung wala kang framework? Kung wala kang blueprint? At gaano katagal yung gugugulin mo? Ilang buwan na nga, hindi ka pa rin nakakabangon eh. Ilang taon na nga, hindi mo pa rin masimulan yung negosyong gusto mong simulan. Ilang taon na, panay ang panood mo ng motivational videos, panay ang panood mo sa mga podcast, sa mga mentors, pero hanggang ngayon, wala kang nasisimulan. But understand that in just 14 days, 88 pesos per day lang. This is 8,000 for 90 days access. Magbabago na yung buhay mo. At kung sa tingin mo, hindi okay yung environment mo sa bahay, you don't have the right environment for you to move forward, I will provide that to you. Meron tayong exclusive community. If you want live coaching, meron tayong mastermind sessions every month. Kasama yan sa binayaran mo. And again, we have the best mastermind experience. Sir MJ, negosyante ako. Gusto ko ng 1-year access. Gusto ko mas maraming masterminds. Gusto ko mas malalim yung usapan. Well, mag-ultimate mastery ka. And the good news is, you will get ultimate mastery for as low as 60% off. Kasi tinatapos pa rin natin yung course. Live documentation of processes and business. Real people, real business, real results. Wala ka nang iisipin. 1 year full access sa lahat ng course, sa lahat ng offer, sa lahat ng mastermind available. And you can message me if you have questions. If you want that, enroll in Ultimate Mastery right now. And that's how you communicate an offer. So, ibig sabihin, para mas maging powerful yung leads, sales, para dumami, kailangan ma-improve natin yung tinatawag na communication skills natin. Because they will only understand the offer if you can communicate the offer well. Kailangan, through your sales sequence, maipaintindi mo gaano ka-valuable yung offer mo. Ano yung problema nila, maramdaman ka nila. Para makapag-generate ka ng leads, kailangan ma-communicate mo sa tao na, teka, credible kang negosyante at napakaganda ng produkto mo. So this all boils down to communication. So the question here is, how do you communicate? Now, and when it comes to communication, yes, you communicate ideas. You communicate stories. But more importantly, you communicate results. You communicate feelings or emotions. Because communication is a transfer of energy. It's a transfer of emotions. Pinapasa mo sa kliyente, sa prospects, yung nararamdaman mo. So, dapat ikaw mismo naniniwala ka sa binebenta mo. Naniniwala ka sa produkto mo. Naniniwala ka sa offer mo. Naniniwala ka na ikaw ang may pinakamagandang offer. Because they will feel that. You have to be in a state of absolute certainty. Na sure ka, na sigurado ka, na yung kliyente pag bumili ng produkto, wala siyang talo. It's always a win-win situation. You have to learn how to communicate that. So what's next? Siyempre, pag dumami yung leads natin, dumami yung benta, maganda yung offer, magiging heavy or bibigat yung tinatawag nating operations. So in terms of your operations, it's very important that you have a clear SOP, ano yung dapat gawin. Ibig sabihin, klaro yung trabaho ng mga tao, there's clarity, so that you can put KPIs or meron kang indicators kung yung empleyado mo o mga tao mo nagagawa ng tama yung operations. And a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of businessmen will say, Sir MJ, di ko naman kailangan ng KPIs and SOPs. Kasi ako pa lang naman yung gumagawa. Well, if you want to expand your business, hindi dapat ikaw lahat ang gumagawa. Kailangan may naka-assign kang tao per department. At dadating ka lang sa point na kaya mong iwan yung tao, kaya mong mag-hire ng maraming tao kapag malinaw ang structure. Kailangan meron kang SOP, malinaw kung ano specific yung gagawin nila. The reason for that is through operations, maraming natatapon na pera. A major example is if you are in the franchising industry, tapos nasa food business ka. Kapag may sablay sa commissary mo, kapag may sablay sa operations mo, maraming masisirang produkto, maraming masasayang na produkto. And pwede pang dumating sa point na magkamali ng delivery, magkamali ng execution. Pag nangyari yan, maapektuhan yung offer mo kasi sasabihin ng kliyente, hindi ka tumutupad sa usapan. So kung gusto mo ng maraming benta at gusto mong bumili ulit, magkaroon ka ng referrals pagdating sa leads mo, kailangan maayos yung operations mo. Guys, if you want to expand your business, you focus on business. So pag yung negosyante, ang sinabi nila, benta lang ang mahalaga, hindi yan negosyante. Because it's just plain common sense na kapag may benta, kailangan may inventory. Na kapag may benta, meron kang seserbisyuhan. Na kapag may benta, meron kang i-fulfill na promise sa kliyente. So, ibig sabihin, the more na dumadami yung benta, bumibigat yung operations mo. So, kailangan strong yung backbone ng company, which is the operations. At pag maganda operations mo, maganda ang delivery mo ng produkto, dyan na papasok yung tinatawag natin na CRMs or Customer Relationship Management. Dito ka ngayon makakakuha ng maraming referrals. So, dito papasok yung pagbibuild ng relationship. Sige natin yan, relationship. And or what we call extra mile. In our business, we call it over-deliver. And that's the main reason why, in terms of my coaching business, mas marami akong referrals at hindi ako nagra-run ng ads. I don't need to run ads right now. It's because napakaraming customer success experiences. Sila na mismo yung nagbebentahan. Because again, I tend to over-deliver. Because imagine, if I can serve you this well in a free podcast, imagine the experience in a paid course. Kung libreng podcast nga, ganito kaganda yung setup natin, di ba? So ngayon, ang power ng CRMs is, number one, you can do after-sales services to get more sales, to upsell, kasi may relationship ka na sa kliyente. That's one. Number two, if in case na hindi maganda yung offer mo, may mali sa produkto mo, may konting sablay, mabibigyan ka nito ng feedback. Kapag connected ka at nakikipag-usap ka sa kliyente, kahit pasablay-sablay ka, kung marunong kang kumonekta, it's an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Kasi sasabihin nila sa'yo yung totoong problema sa produkto mo, yung totoong problema sa offer mo. Which means that this is a huge variable in terms of improving your offer. And again, pag maganda offer, maraming benta. So maraming pera. And understand this, kahit gaano kaganda produkto mo, walang produktong perpekto. So if you will continue to get feedbacks from your own customers, from real people, mai-improve at mapapaganda mo lagi. yung offer mo, yung produkto mo, yung serbisyo mo. Yan ang magiging unfair advantage mo sa mga competitors mo. At kapag sobrang ganda ng feedback, you can use that in your branding and marketing. You now have success stories, client success stories. And you can gather all this data, magagamit mo yan sa marketing mo, sa onboarding process mo. At sobrang daming gamit yan. Una, is ikaw mismo nare-reaffirm na maganda yung produkto mo. Ikaw mismo mas nabibuild yung belief mo sa binibenta mo. That's one. Number two, it's proven that when you share success stories within your team, ang gandang culture nun. Kasi lalong nabibuild yung belief ng buong team mo. And more importantly, kapag pinakita mo sa sales team, yung mga panalo ng clients, mas nabibuild yung belief nila sa produktong binibenta nila, which will increase the conversion rate, which will increase the sale. At kapag maganda state ng team mo, maraming benta, maganda mangyayari. Energy is money. At ang kagandahan dito, kapag ginather mo lahat ng data, magagamit mo siya sa testimonials, customer success stories, client success stories. You can use it for branding and marketing. Now you have proof that you can fulfill your promise, which will build more trust and credibility. At kapag nangyari lahat ng to, balikan natin. Madaming leads, may sales process ka, dumami yung benta. Magandang offer mo, so lalong dumadami benta. Because of your solid operations, gumaganda lalo yung offer mo at nagbibuild ka ng relationship so that you can continuously improve this ecosystem, this framework. What will happen? Kailangan mo na ngayon mag-hire ng tao. At dyan napapasok yung people. Now, this box represents your own team and your clients. Because the clients will give you referrals or more leads, your team will convert the referrals into sale. At yung team din yung magbibuild ng relationship sa mga clients, team mo rin yung mag-aayos ng operations. Basically, you have to hire the right people. At dyan napapasok yung tinatawag natin na leadership. At dito nagkakamali ang marami. Number one, they don't know how to hire the right people. Because the business owners themselves are too emotional. Dahil marami silang naranasang
Emotional damage!
Another thing is, ang leadership, nakadepende yan sa tinatawag nating self-image at self-mastery. This is what I learned from my mentor. Sabi ni Tony Robbins, the chokehold of any business is the psychology and the mindset of the owner, of the leader. So, ang pumapatay at sumisira sa negosyo, hindi yung products, hindi yung leads, hindi yung sales, hindi yung offer, hindi yung operations, kundi yung may-ari. Kasi tandaan nyo, lahat ng pinakita ko nakadepende sa'yo bilang business owner. I-a-apply mo ba? Aaralin mo ba? Gagawin mo ba? Kaya mo bang i-execute? Kasi kahit gaano karaming information yung marinig mo sa social media, kung hindi ka magte-take ng action, kung hindi ka mag-e-execute, nasasayang lang yung information. Nasasayang lang yung laman ng utak mo. Kung ikaw mismo, hindi ka naniniwalang deserve mong yumaman. Hindi ka naniniwalang kaya mo mag-handle ng team, kaya mo mag-handle ng leaders, kaya mo mag-handle ng negosyo, hindi mo talaga maya-handle yung negosyo. So, tandaan mo, kung sablay ang mga tao mo kasi sablay ka bilang may-ari. Kung sablay ang sistema mo sa operations kasi sablay ka bilang may-ari. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng isisiyan sa sales team. Sir, di ba sales team yung nagbebenta? Sino ba nag-hire? Ba't ka nag-hire ng sales team na hindi marunong magbenta? At bakit hindi mo sila maturuan kung paano magbenta? Bakit hindi mo maturuan yung operations paano yung tamang gawin? Kasi hindi ka pa marunong. Kasi most probably hindi ka pa marunong. So either you learn from your own experiences through repetition, through time, through being relentless, na kahit mag-fail ka laban, na kahit bumagsak ka bangon. Or maybe you can learn from the experiences of other people. Diyan napapasok yung tinatawag na mentorship. Kaya maririnig mo, lahat ng milyonaryo, bilyonaryo, meron silang kinikilalang mentor. Kasi the mentor can teach you not just the framework, but how to execute all of this. So it means that the mentor can teach you not just the framework, but the execution of the framework. Ang mentorship, nasa execution, nasa application. So, naibigay ko na sa inyo yung framework. Guys, you can use this. Kung hindi mo naintindihan lahat ng to, watch it over and over. Take notes. Simulan mo sa isang box na alam mong kailangan mong i-improve. Isa-isahin mo. Ang mahalaga, nagtitake ka ng action. Now, balikan natin yung leadership. Kapag maganda self-image mo, at may self-mastery ka na, you can apply the step-by-step process in terms of recruitment. Kasi remember that it's not about how, it's who. So the SOPs, the sales sequences, is the how. Pero dapat makuha mo rin yung tamang tao who can do the how for you. So it's the combination of who and how, and what to do. So kailangan meron kang tamang recruitment process. In my experience, here's the best process, okay? Ito yung kailangan mong i-provide at kailangan meron ka, okay? This is a 5-step process. Now, 5 steps. Okay? Number 1 is you have to have a clear vision. Okay? Clear vision, una, saan ba papunta yung brand, company, at team mo. Okay? And also, ano yung vision mo para sa clients as well? If you can have all this is really powerful. Makukuha mo ngayon yung tamang tao. So you have to have a clear vision. And again, you have to learn how to communicate that vision through your recruitment process, onboarding process, hiring process. Next is you have to have a common goal. Dapat, as a leader, nakakapag-provide ka ng common goal. When I say goal, it has to be clear and measurable, okay? May clarity. Okay, may timeline. Time bound yan. Basically, smarter, okay? So, when we say common goal, ano yung numerong hinihit natin? Sa sales team, magkano, ilang benta? Sa operations, dapat malinaw din yung numero. Sa lead generation process, ilan yung leads na kailangan ng sales team? Magkano yung COGS mo? Alam mo ba yung cost of goods mo? Alam mo ba yung client acquisition cost mo? Alam mo ba yung cost mo for retention and sustainability? So, kailangan malinaw sa'yo yung measure kung ano yung hinihit ng buong team to make the business sustainable. So, pag may common goal na, alam ng buong team, ng department, ano yung tinatagos natin na goal? Diyan na papasok yung number 3, which is individual goal. So, sa individual goal, dito papasok yung personal, kasi dapat alam nila na teka, kapag ginalingan nila para makuha yung sales, for example, yung KPIs, yung goals, they have to know what's in it for them. So, bilang leader, ang purpose natin is bigyan ng magandang buhay yung mga tao na nakapaligid sa atin, yung team natin. So, they have to know what's in it for them pag ginalingan nila. And in my case, I do whatever it takes in my power to help my team achieve what they want, achieve their goals. So, dapat alam mo yung personal goal nila at dapat meron silang malinaw na professional goal. If you have a graphic designer, gaano kaganda? Ano yung itsurang gusto mo? Ilang banners yung kailangan niyang i-produce daily? It has to be clear. The video editors, ilang reels, ilang podcast, ilang short videos, ilang trailers, ilang creatives yung kailangan nilang i-produce. For the sales team, ilang benta. Individually ha, dapat per individual may malinaw siyang KPI, may malinaw siyang goal. At ano yung makukuha niya, what's in it for them if they will consistently achieve their goal. It has to be clear. It has to be well communicated. Number 4, there should be a clear plan. So, dyan na papasok, again, dyan na papasok yung tinatawag nating structure, designs, and blueprint. So, dapat malinaw sa team ano yung planong gagawin. So, bilang may-ari, bilang business owner, bilang leader, you have to be clear with how you communicate. You have to give them a specific structure kung ano yung gagawin nila para yung team mo, action na agad. Alam na nila yung specific na gagawin nila. That's the purpose of SOPs, actually. Alam nila yung specific na gagawin nila everyday para sila, ang focus nila is their craft. Nakafocus lang sila sa dapat nilang tapusin at gawin. And number 5, you have to have a reward system. And this applies to your team and your customers as well. So, ibig sabihin, kung merong ang loyal customer, they have to be rewarded at some point. You reward them with simply listening to them. Kung may suggestion sila, pakinggan mo, baka kaya mong gawin. Because the best you can do for your customers is to listen to them. Provide what they want and need for your team. Pag nahihit nila yung KPIs, dapat may reward. Para sa akin, what works for me in terms of sustainability, in terms of having a culture and energy, yung nabibigyan ko ng magandang buhay yung team ko. Yan yung nagbibigay sa akin ng fulfillment. Kasi, isipin nyo ang gusto natin, yung team natin, maserbisyuhan nila ng tama yung kliyente. Pero para maserbisyuhan nila ng tama yung kliyente, yung customers, kailangan tayo mismo bilang owners, nasiserbisyuhan natin sila ng tama. Hard work, productivity, and results must be rewarded. Dito natin ma-avoid yung burnouts, and this will give you retention and sustainability. And this is a 5-step process you can apply right away, right now, with your team. Now, balikan natin lahat, guys. So, we started with the leads. The more na dumadami yung leads, dumadami yung sales natin. So, kailangan natin pagandahin yung offer through time at malalaman natin kung maganda yung offer natin through our operations and when we do CRMs. So, ibig sabihin, pag maraming leads, walang sales, may mali tayo sa sales sequence. Or, hindi maganda yung offer. Okay? Pag maraming leads, maraming sales, pero walang after sales. Walang repeat purchase. Magaling ka magbenta, yes. Magaling ka mag-generate ng leads, yes. Pero kung wala nang bumabalik, ibig sabihin, hindi maganda yung offer. So, you need to improve the offer, the product, the services. Kapag maraming leads, maraming sales, pero nade-delay ka na ng delivery, hindi na consistent yung fulfillment, yung quality ng services mo, yung quality ng products mo, may mali ka na sa operations. Now, maraming leads, maraming benta, maganda offer mo, solid yung operations mo, pero wala kang feedback from your clients. Hindi mo na-utilize yung pagbe-build ng relationship sa mga customers. At pag na-utilize mo yan, maiko-communicate mo siya through your leads. So again, maima-market mo yung produkto using the testimonials. That's credibility, that's trust. Or, i-communicate mo ngayon sa team mo, uy, guys, good job. Tama yung ginagawa nyo, maganda yung feedback ng customers natin. At kapag hindi maganda yung feedback, may improve mo ngayon yung offer. Ang kagandahan dito, mas magiging malinaw sa'yo ano yung kailangan mong i-improve. So, mabilis ngayon yung improvement. And here, kung ano yung butas ng business, kulang ka sa leads, maglagay ka ng tao. Kulang ka sa sales, maglagay ka ng tao. Hindi maganda yung offer, maglagay ka ng tao to improve the offer. Kulang yung operations mo, maglagay ka ng tao. Lumalaki na yung negosyo mo, hindi mo kailangan i-lead sabay-sabay, mag-build ka na ng departments, maglagay ka ng isang leader para sa sales, isang leader na nag-i-improve ng products and offers, isang leader na assign sa operations, CRMs, isang leader na naka-assign lang sa recruitment, isang leader na naka-assign sa finance. At ikaw, you are simply running the whole business because you have departments and you have leaders assigned in each department. And that is how you expand and scale your business. Now again, feel free to watch this video over and over. Share this with your friends, relatives, co-workers, leaders, business partners. Especially kung may nakuha kang value, dito sa podcast na to. And we would love to have your comments as well. This is CRM, guys, okay? If you like videos like this, please communicate so that I can share with you more business frameworks. Kung nakakatulong to sa inyo, sabihin nyo sa amin para alam namin. At para alam ng team anong videos yung gusto nyong i-produce natin. And guys, this is extremely powerful. I know that you know that already. Alam kong alam nyo to. But if you are having problems with execution, and you need a mentor, and you know yourself that you want to reach the next level success, the next level you, ito mismo yung tinuturo natin sa Ultimate Mastery. And guys, we still have an exclusive offer na 60% off. And we will increase the price really soon. Guys, this is 1-year access to everything. All the courses, all the frameworks, all the online courses. So kahit nasaan ka pwede. And guys, this is not your typical course. The course is extremely immersive at magagamit nyo talaga yung workbooks. When you enroll in Ultimate Mastery, kasama sa promo natin na libre yung workbooks. Ipapadala ko to sa inyo if you're within the Philippines. Or maybe you can visit the office, or maybe you can attend masterminds in person, iabot ko sa inyo mismo. Right? And I can sign the workbooks for you. Okay? You will also get all the webinars, all the power talks. Napaka-powerful nun, guys. And you will also gain access to all the masterminds from the past. So yung mga live masterminds natin, nare-record natin yan para kayo mismo pwede nyong balikan. So yung mga success stories ng students natin, masasaksihan nyo yun. Yung journey nila, paano sila nagsimula. Na yung iba nag-enroll sa Success Blueprint, wala pang negosyo. Ngayon, multiple business na. Multiple branches na. Makikita nyo yan lahat. At ang kagandahan dito, guys, you will gain access to all the mastermind sessions. Almost every week, makikita tayo sa live masterminds, in-person and live streaming. So kahit nasaan ka pwede. Kasi nga, sobrang immersive ng mastermind. Ginagastosan natin yan. And more importantly, the community. If you will enroll in Ultimate Mastery, you will be part of the inner community. So ang Success Blueprint, meron tayong malawak na community. But we have an inner community. We have an inner circle. And that's the Ultimate Mastery. So if you want full system access to everything, enroll, unlock the Ultimate Mastery today. We will provide you with the links in the comment section, in the description, or you can inquire in our official page. We would love to hear your success stories once na seneryoso mo yung sinasabi ko dito. Kasi once you enroll, sure ako na makukuha mo yung resulta. But you have to take the first step. So yun lang guys, this is the end of the video, and always remember that everything good starts with a yes. And yes, my name is MJ Lopez, and see you soon.